even like moderate level talent in any other industry. You go into crypto and it's like, holy shit, you're like top. You have trillions of dollars that are rotating into this literal new fucking currency. If you're like anywhere close to the top of it, like you should be a multimillionaire, if not more. So then I went to Washington Square Park and I interviewed these normies.
I remember that.
And like all the normies.
Top 5 meme coins all time.
This episode of the Decipher podcast is brought to you by a meme coin that truly goes hard, Cock Inu. With its iconic name, Cock Inu is the perfect mix of fun and cheeky humor. In 2024, Cock saw over $1 billion in DEX volume, making it the #1 meme coin on Avalanche. Join the Cock Book, a community-owned sports book with a portion of profits going straight back to buy and burn Cock. Plus, stake Cock on Benchi Finance and earn rewards with Cock Lateral. The future is bright for this hilarious token. Ready to join the fun? It's all about Cock.
I want to start top 5 meme coins all time.
I'm putting Doge on there.
Doge has to be on
Because
there, right?
I think Doge being an L1.
Doge is iconic.
Doge having its own chain and validators, I think definitely separates it. I feel like the fucking decentralization of that is not something that will be passed probably because it was so organic. I'll put Mog in there. So I think Mog definitely a trendsetter when it comes to the community they built, the different things that they just like learned as a team and implemented, like the Joycat, which is like Mog doesn't have like a picture that goes with that word.
Right.
So every meme coin, you kind of need like an image. You need that circular PFP thing, right? So they got the Joycat in there, and then they got the Pit Vipers there too. And then that like paves the way for like people with Whiff to like customize their hats or things like that. So I think that was super super innovative. After that, man, it's like, ugh. Those two come to mind, and I'm glazing Mog a lot with that one. But after that, it's like, I don't know. I guess Pepe. Pepe started the whole thing.
Right.
And it's like, it feels like everybody has a story where they're like, oh my God, like I almost got Pepe. Like I had Pepe under $1 million. Like I had Pepe. Everybody got Pepe. I don't
It
know
was
if you're
the
right.
yeah no I my bag is like $500,000 right now.
Whoa.
No, it would have been.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
But yeah, I remember Pepe was like the only thing happening at that point because it was like May 22. You know, it was like the worst.
It was insane. Yeah. Only thing happening in Discord. Everybody, I was in like the Wolf Cam Discord, like super active, and everybody's like Pepe. Oh my God, I 5x, and people were turning 0.3 ETH into 1.5 ETH, turning it from 300K to 1 to whatever mil, right?
Right.
And they thought, oh my God, because it was the only thing that had pumped in fucking forever. It was like a year and a half ago or whatever. So, yeah. Oh fuck, man. After that, I really like Moodang and Chill Guy. I don't know if they've been around long enough to be top 5 meme coins like, at all, but I just think Moodang and Chill Guy are sick.
Interesting. Chill Guy is still like a meme too, you know.
And there's no meme coin that embodies that aura of like Chill Guy. Like it's a unique vibe, and that's what I think is super important for a meme coin. Right.
Phenomenal, sick list.
That was only 4. No, that was 5.
Moodang
Yeah, that was 5.
Guy.
That was 5. Let's go.
Excellent. So, well, introduce yourself. I'll say that. Who are you?
My name is Rasmr. That's my internet name. That is my name, actually. No, that's my real name. Real.
What's Rasmr? Where does that come from?
It's like my first name, last name kind of combined,
okay.
I guess. Like people have this thing where they do it. And I basically made when I first joined crypto, like, okay, I was in crypto for like years and stuff, but like I had Bitcoin, had some Ethereum, like, but I wasn't like trading on chain. I feel like everybody really got on chain, like maybe not everybody, but a big wave of people in 2021 with NFTs.
Right.
So I got in and I made my Discord name like my first and last name. And then I made it like first name or first initial last name. And then I just like, I'm kind of doxing myself with that one, but like whatever, bro. Like whatever. Yeah. So Rasmr. And then it's kind of a sick name. Like I don't know. I think it's
no.
sick.
It's good.
Yeah.
Plus, it's got the little like ASMR that's like already a thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you know, everybody, it's like nobody has a name that sounds like it. It kind of sounds.
No,
savage.
it's a good brand. It's a good brand.
Thank you.
For sure.
Yeah.
Plus with the Remilio, it's Remilio, right?
How do you not know this, bro?
What? Oh, I know it's a Milady derivative.
I know, but I'm like, I feel like you should just know, like, if something's a Milady or Amelia or Retardio. Like, those three, I feel like
I think it's Amelia. Is it?
It is Amelia.
Yeah.
Because, like, the Retardios look different to me.
Right.
But I'm, like, a student of it, you know?
Because now there's, like, 100 derivatives, too. Derivatives. Like Radbro, like, yeah, there's a bunch
Based
of
Angels,
stuff.
and they have,
like, everyone.
Mexamelios. Mexamelios are funny.
Oh, they're Mexican Amelia?
Mexamelios, yeah.
That's hilarious.
They're good.
So what was your first NFT?
Ooh. Oh, God. I don't even want to say, bro. That puts way too hard of a date on when I joined. I don't like it.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, puts way too hard. Because, like, that one came out at a certain point, and it's like, you know exactly when I joined crypto, and join on-chain. I want people to think I might be a little older than that.
Tubby Cats.
No.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you have a tweet recently where you're like, first NFT, 21, first 100K, 22, first 100K round trip. And I want to go through a couple of these milestones. So first NFT, you're not going to dox it. First 100K round trip. Tell us about that.
I was, before I was the Rasmr of crypto Twitter, I was the Rasmr of Wolfgame. I was the Rasmr in, like, the Discord trenches.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because that's where NFT communities were. It wasn't
right.
Telegram.
Yeah, and there was the whole game where you would have to, like, farm the Discord to, like, get the whitelist.
Yeah, man. I was printing. I mean, I was making something like I could fucking reliably get, like, 10K a month on like for like a few months, right? Like nothing insane, but just because I had these memes in my folder, they were like blank memes, and then I'd like substitute the name of the NFT before whitelist. So I'd do that, and like I could get like a whitelist within an hour.
Right.
So it's like I was in the Kaiju King server and I'm making memes for an hour, get the whitelist, boom, that shit's a $20,000 mint. So I was fucking like cooking, bro. I was cooking.
An OG memer.
Yeah, exactly. And they were like the shittiest memes, but like the average person's in there doing nothing and they're waiting for whitelist. So it's like I just send some memes in, getting reacts, everybody's laughing, and then people are like, "Oh my god, whitelist Rasmr," and the team sees it and they fucking just do it. It was sick. It was a different time, but I was in fucking college classes all day on Discord, man. It was so fucking bad, but. Dude, think about the ROI on that. Like, what am I paying attention to intermediate macroeconomics for at this point? But like, I'm here now. Like, I'm actually in crypto. Like, that's actually what my career basically ended up being. So, it was obviously like the right move, I guess.
What'd you study?
Econ.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I went to a good school. No reason to dox it, but I did go to a good school, academic, like pretty much straight A student in high school and shit. And then I just but I always liked the social media shit. And so it's like, that's just what I fucking.
And then like the NFT stuff, were you ideologically aligned with crypto, or like you just kind of got into it somehow and you were like printing a little bit off of it?
I was into, like, I had a ledger. I had a ledger that held Bitcoin and Ethereum. So it's like, I kind of like, I was deep into crypto. I followed Kobe and shit. Like, I followed like the top people, but I wasn't like trading on chain. I wasn't in DeFi. NFTs are what got me like actually using the chain. And then I was really into like Wolfgame. Wolfgame had like the most grand thesis of believing itself to be like a multi-billion-dollar potential project. But it was like I was really into like econ. I was really into like the social dynamics of the blockchain networks and shit.
Right.
And like I was interested in like what made an NFT go up. Like,
well, there was a whole NFT like thesis at that time, you know, like
100%.
Punk 6529 or whatever, talking about NFTs as a new financial primitive.
Is he still around?
I don't. He still tweets. Yeah.
Yeah. He was. He had fucking crazy aura for a little bit, but I was just like following internet people. So like Gary V and honestly Banks was a big one for me, because I listened to his podcast and he would always talk about it, and so I was like that. Like I was just hearing about it all the time for months, and I look at the CryptoPunk price and I'm like, the fuck, like $7,000. Like I'm not buying that shit. Like I don't know I don't have that money. Like
right.
Fuck that. But I low key like I probably like maybe I don't know how much ETH. I probably didn't have enough to get the CryptoPunks enough ETH, but I definitely had enough to get the Bored Apes. But I feel like you need the shit drilled down in your head before you actually buy it. And that's what I'm doing to the fucking kids. They have no idea what's coming. They have no idea what's coming.
Sick. So then what about the round trip? Like, what were you just holding NFTs that kind of went to zero?
Oh, it was Wolf Game. So basically, the thesis was kind of like a risk-based like game economy where you would risk, assets and try to win them from other players. And like the main thesis that people thought would happen was the game would be slightly minus EV, similar to like a poker in a casino.
Right.
But if people keep throwing their money in like a poker table, the casino rakes. Instead of the casino raking, the thesis was like they'd burn the token wool. And I still think that like whichever fucking company makes that is going to make an insane game that goes to billions. But it's just a really hard thing to balance. I know On-Chain Heroes on Abstract, it's like the same dev. And if you look on the website, they have like literally like basically fucking bar for bar, it's the same exact thesis as Wolf Game. It's like risk-based economy, like player versus player, but it's strategic. That's the idea. And so they're building that on Abstract. That's going to be like one of the flagship kind of like releases on Abstract. But there's 1,000 NFTs and they're over 3 ETH right now. Oh, wow. They've been like pumping, and even though the market dumped, they're like still up. So I got like a 3 ETH airdrop like last week. It's fucking sick. Yeah.
Interesting. Plus, like, well, a couple things there. I don't know. Like, well, you think about Pump Fun, right? Like the success of Pump Fun. And that's kind of like a little bit of a casino, right? And I think part of the success of Pump Fun is the fact that it doesn't have like a token asset. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the arenas that have been most successful, or like Base, for example, right? It doesn't actually have the token that represents the entire platform. So people are using the platform itself. Does that make sense?
Sure. Yeah. Well, so Pump Fund sucks a lot of liquidity from Solana. There's a lot of like locked SOL in these random LPs that went to zero. Right. So I think Pump Fund is like really sick, and I think it's one of the most. I think it's probably the most important product that's come out this year in crypto. The most like biggest breakout product, maybe in years, honestly. It might be up there with like Uniswap. It's just like they figured out, and it might get vamp attacked by something that passes it, right? With like a better token standard, better contract, better like tokenomics and stuff. But like what they figured out is like, in my opinion, super important. I would never ever make a pump fund and endorse it and think it should be pumped. If I or other influencers have made a pump fund, I think the safe assumption should be that they like trying out big products, big breakout products in crypto, and they were testing some shit out.
Right.
And especially if they didn't like make profit on it. Like hypothetically, for example, if someone seeded a pump fund LP as a dev with 2 ETH, pulled out 2.1, they were probably just seeing how the shit works and not like trying to make a coin. So don't fucking look at people's previous on-chain activity for that. That's my important take on this.
That's funny. Funny. So, well, you talk about the tweet. I guess I do remember the tweet where you were clowning me. That's funny. But like where you really started to pop off was like the crypto video, right? Like walking around asking normies about their favorite memes, stuff like that. What was your first crypto video?
Okay, so I did make a music video for Wolf Game, but that doesn't really count. It was a sick music video. I'm not gonna lie, it was a sick music video, but it wasn't like with the intent to go viral on CT. It was more like I posted it on Twitter for people on Discord to see, and people are gonna find that if they hear this, bro. Holy shit! But no, my first actual video was interviewing Ansem, but I worked in social media before that.
Okay.
For a bit, right? So I was learning how to make like on the production side. Social media content with like the intent to go viral, and like was a part of like massive like part of the production for like massive TikToks, like 100 million view TikToks, 50 million view TikToks, 20 million view TikToks. So I just like knew how to do it. I had been watching like Mr. Beast interviews for years. I'd been watching YouTube since I was like 9, like dead ass. Before anybody watched YouTube, I was always like super fucking into it. So I just like tried it, and I interviewed Ansem, and I was like doing this voice, right? But like It was kind of like a trick up my sleeve because I didn't know if people would watch it. Interview Ansem for 6 minutes, and I clip it up into like 5 or 6 clips, and he retweets like 4 of them. And this is like peak fucking Ansem. Right. Nobody has seen this guy speak really. Like he hadn't done like any good interviews, so it's like he's I'm fucking doing this crazy interview. It's like he's just spitting. One of the interviews, he grabs a ball, pulls up from deep 3, like splashes it. Like it was just like the sickest fucking interviews. But I was like getting these Ansem retweets, and I was like, holy fuck. Hosted a Twitter Spaces, had 700 listeners in my first Spaces. Yeah. Like, and I was just like, oh my God, this is nuts. So then I went to Washington Square Park and in New York City, obviously, and I interviewed these normies, and I said, on the left, we have Dog with Hat. On the right, we have Arbitrum. Arbitrum is a decentralized layer 2 on the Ethereum blockchain. And then I was like, whatever.
I remember that.
And like all the normies unanimously picked WIF. And that was like early, like not that early, right? Like we were several months into meme coins going up only, but like people still weren't pilled on the meme coin super cycle.
For sure.
Like I was talking to Leap yesterday, and he was like, yeah, like you don't get credit for that, but like people still weren't like tapped in with memes. Like,
no, not
like,
at all.
They didn't like actually understand or believe in it. And I think now, unfortunately, like the meme coin super cycle thing has been like beat over everyone's head. So it feels like there's so many, and it's like they're not pumping as much anymore. But yeah, I really just like found the WIF versus Arbitrum, by the way, like over 1 million views. I got like 1 million on my page and then reposted everywhere.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's like when I like first moved in with Frank, he was like, dude, he just like spits all the time, but he was like telling us about his startup story, and he was like, well, there's this really big startup term called product market fit, and it's like, how do you know you have product market fit? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, there's no definition. It's like, you just know. And that's kind of like what I got. I just like interviewed the normies that one time, and like, boom, like PMF. Like I have to like keep going.
Right.
Yeah. So I did WIF versus Arbitrum. Then I did like other ones, Mishi versus Nubcat, or like even getting to like fascist.eth versus Mika. Like, you know, like that's, it's just like I was like really like exhausting it. And I'm gonna get back into it. I'm going to get back into the video game, 2025. Mm-hmm. But I think, like, I just, I love being, like, a Twitter poster. Right. So I've kind of, like, not been doing the videos as much the past few months. But I've been streaming. And I'm going to keep the streaming up. I'm going to keep the shit posting up. But I'm definitely going to get back into videos, bro.
Nice. Because, I mean, it's kind of crazy how there's, like, parallel paths, right? Like, you have crypto YouTuber, crypto TikToker, right? Like, TMJ Trades, no one on Twitter knew about him until like the TikTok chill guy meta start. And he's like huge, right? So it's like you kind of have lanes, and you kind of bridge like TikTok, kind of short form video, and crypto Twitter in a unique way. I think no one else did.
Thank you. Yeah, that's great. And I think like that's where the intersection happens. Like we were having a conversation at the house where we're like, what if MKBHD chose couch reviews? It's like a stupid fucking, it's just one of these like, he could have chosen couch reviews, but he chose consumer tech, So it's like, there's just like, and even like with FaZe, right? Like Banks has this thing called like Banks interns. It's a Twitter community. And there's like 1,000 kids who want to be in FaZe, right? And it's like, you could like, the upside of that and trying to have that, it's like your odds are extremely low. But you choose like crypto content, and it's like, oh, like now I'm in fucking my group, probably nothing. We're going to be working closely with Banks like soon, right? So it's like choosing the right fucking niche, choosing the right industry is actually just everything. And I'm lucky that I was so interested in like such big, important industries like social media, attention grabbing, and fucking crypto, like a soon to be multi-trillion-dollar industry. So it's like, and it just so happens that the crossover is extremely like rare. Like nobody fucking does it really. Right. Like if you just like in the past 6 months like really gave a go at it, you're probably successful. Like you like the upside has been incredible for everybody. Like and the same way that like I watched Thread Guy for several months and then started, and then that's like kind of like why I did it, or like inspiration, right? There's people who are going to like come after me and OG and our class, right? Like Spoono saw our content and he started, and there's gonna be people who watch Spoono, and you know what I mean? So
Right.
it's only gonna spread. That's why I'm like, when people call us like names and shit, I'm like, bro, if crypto's gonna keep going up, like there's gonna be Zoomer shit making content. It doesn't matter if it's me or someone else. It's like completely inevitable, and I'm just trying to do my best, and I really fucking care. I feel like I really am CT native, like to its core. I am
For sure.
and I feel like that resonates through in the content and in what I post. So I feel like me and the boys, like I feel like everybody should more so be rooting for us. Not that the trolling, a lot of it's really funny, but I'm just like, holy shit, you guys, like some of the accounts are just like brutally going in on us. It's like, dude, like we're really trying to like be big people in the industry that's growing, and I feel like we're pretty fucking sick. I don't know. Unbiased.
Yeah. Well, the video content is one thing, but dude, everyone has haters, man. Like you talk to like the most legit founders or like VCs, right? Highly respected VCs, and they'll talk about stories or like they'll get comments. I'll interview like some big tier 1 VC, and there'll be some comment about like, oh no, fuck this guy. Like, it's like
it's a bit of a different brutality on CT, but also CT feels like a big family. Even some people who have said some terrible things about me and my friends or whatever, like I'll DM them about random shit and they'll respond like normal. Yeah. So it's really silly, but I think crypto Twitter is super fucking brutal sometimes, but fuck it. I don't even want to act like that shit gets to me because it doesn't.
That's funny. All right, so you just got your first full Bitcoin. Is that true?
Yeah. Might have bought the local top.
Yeah, true.
Dude.
We're filming this on December 18th or 19th.
Bro.
So the market is dumping today.
I know. But like I'm not gonna fucking touch it. What? I'm gonna like buy Bitcoin and it's never gonna go below the price I bought at? That's silly. Of course I knew it was gonna go down. And where was the money before I put it in Bitcoin? Mm-hmm. It was in meme coins and shit. So like those meme coins are down more than the Bitcoin. I'm happy I did it.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I'm happy I did it. This guy, Kinky Begbugs, he is the left-facing pudgy.
Right. Yeah, I know.
He commented, he's like, 2 Bitcoin and you're set for life.
Dude, I mean, it's totally true. It used to be like 21 Bitcoin. People wanted 1/1,000,000th of Bitcoin supply. Dude, a Bitcoin, like, I mean, I don't know if it's going to make you set for life, but like $1 million Bitcoin is possible within a couple of years, you know?
It depends. I mean, like, I don't know. $1 million in a couple of years?
Sure.
I'm thinking $1 million by 2030.
Bitcoin reserve?
I guess that is a couple of years, right?
Yeah.
$1 million by 2030.
Sure. Yeah.
But it's weird because it's like, okay, when it goes to $1 million, am I selling? Like, how does this work?
Dude, by then you won't have to sell, bro.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
Well, like, people talk about the idea of like, I mean, a Bitcoin economy or, you know, borrowing against like hard assets and fiat, right? So like owning Bitcoin, but I borrow, you know, against it in dollars to like spend money. And then because Bitcoin appreciates and dollars are being like inflated away, it ends up being like a good trade, right?
Got it. Okay.
So I think that's like the meme of like, you won't have to.
It's weird. On one hand, I'm like so fucking bullish on Bitcoin for next year. And on the other hand, I'm like, we did pump pretty fast. And like, we could just like, it could just be a slow grind for the next 3 years.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think the difference here, like with this specific inflection point, and this pod will probably come out in the new year. So you guys will know better than the listeners will know better than we do. But, you know, like this macro stuff, I don't know. Do you pay any attention to the macro stuff? Like the FOMC meeting?
Oh, dude. I mean, it's so silly. It's like they always just want an excuse to sell. They always just want an excuse to buy. Oh my God, there's another bomb fired in the Middle East. I promise you that shit is gonna keep fucking happening. Let me put my fucking let me say this publicly. I guarantee you there's gonna be more war shit happening in the next 10 years that Bitcoin will dump fucking 5% on the news of. But like the reality is the train is the train. Like what are you gonna do? Oh my God, Jerome Powell had hawkish rate cuts. Are you fucking kidding me? Like what are we doing here, man? I think that shit is so lame. I think paying attention to the FOMC is really lame. I'm not gonna lie. And I'll look at it and I'll be like, whatever. Like I'll see it because it's all over the timeline. But like, really, bro? Like what the? I guess if you're leverage trading, it matters. If you're leverage trading, you probably care. But like, bro, just fucking.
Yeah, like zoom out.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a huge zoom out because, fuck, man, I'm way further along, port wise and then like career wise, right? Like that I could have ever imagined, 2 years ago, a year ago, right? So it's like, what am I fucking caring?
Right.
If
It's
you're
like
really,
it's like the meme of like the mid curve guy being like, when the music stops, you're totally fucked, and he's like up 12%, and then like the guy's like, I don't care. The you know, this high IQ guy's like, I don't care, and he's up like 18,000%.
exactly,
like
exactly. I feel like I'm like up, and then like, what's the account worth? Like I have my port, right, and my port is up still, probably 50x from a year ago. But what's like my account worth? You know what I mean? So it's like if you're actually building shit, you shouldn't fucking worry.
Right.
And maybe 2 years ago that like I was bummed when I round tripped 100K. You know? I was really fucking bummed, man. I wasn't working in crypto though. So I was like, when you feel like your only chance is to trade up into it, like you're so reliant on these like market movements, right? FTX collapses and you're like, holy shit, I'm not logging into crypto Twitter for the next fucking week. But then there's so many people like that. There's so many people in the chats. There's so many people in the telegrams that like don't fucking work in the industry. And it's like, dude, if you're logging into this shit every day, like I think, and it's the best decision I ever made, like even like moderate level talent in any other industry, you go into crypto and it's like, holy shit, you're like top.
Right.
You're top, bro. I could never, like I would never have succeeded. Maybe I would have succeeded, right? But if I was trying to make viral shit like Mr. Beast, right? Or like viral shit in another niche, like I wouldn't have fucking been like that successful probably. Or maybe not successful, but like I wouldn't be standing out. But now in crypto, it's like I'm standing out with the same skill level. So I just think if you're already fucking expert level knowledge about what's happening on chain, like why are you not working in crypto?
Right. Plus the opportunity, like the financial opportunity for me is so much greater. Like filming a podcast with like, I don't know, sports guys or something, like football players or something, right? Like there's just not as much money there as there is in crypto, right? Like crypto companies, crypto tokens, meme coins, like all these people want attention and exposure, photon or whatever, right? Like they want people to try the products, and the products are so big and so lucrative that the industry, just working in the industry is like way more lucrative than other industries.
100%. There's like other industries like sports or maybe not music, but like sports, for example, like there's like a capped amount on like how much realistically the industry is bringing in per year. And you have a lot of it going to athletes, you have a lot of it going to team owners, and then you have like TV networks squeezing out as much as they can. You have the fucking team squeezing out as much as they can. And then like I have like friends that like want to be sports agents, and I'm like, that's a sick career, but like in my career, you have trillions of dollars that are rotating into this like literal new fucking currency. And like if you're like anywhere close to the top of it, like you should be a multimillionaire, if not more. And it's like people literally call it the greatest generational wealth transfer of all time.
Yeah.
And it's like, and like I don't know, bro. It's like if you're just fucking doing shit in it, like it just rains down on you somehow. Sometimes, like it just does.
Right. Yeah. Or yeah. Like literally, and it takes one event to get lucky. Like
100%.
truly.
Like for me, like honestly, the biggest trade I made was Hobbs. Like not necessarily the most PNL, but the most like for the amount my port increased percentage wise. Like I put like an amount into Hobbs at 6 mil because all day people are trying to figure out what Ansem's cat's name is. And fucking the whole day it's a meme. And then that night it's like, okay, East Coast is sleeping. People just figured out what his cat's name is, and the coin is 6 mil.
Right.
I'm just like, fuck, bro. Put in a fuck ton. And I sold hella early. I sold at like 30 mil. It goes up to like 130, right? But like even selling early, it's like, how do I explain to my friends why I just made like 25K? Yeah, so basically there's this guy named Ansem, and people were trying to figure out his cat's name, right? Or like I have a friend, right? Like I have a friend that instead of buying Hobbs, like they bought Ansem's dog, Zeus. And I was trying to explain to my friends why I made so much more than my friend. And I'm like, yeah, well, I bought the cat, and he thought the dog was better. So it's like, it's so stupid, but like it was early meme coin super cycle narrative. And it's like, guess what? There's new rotations coming. Like there's this massive rotation of capital from tech, from the dollars, from whatever, from investments and old money, massive rotation into crypto as a whole. And then within crypto, you have like different niches of like DeFi rotating to NFTs, NFTs rotating to meme coins, and then like meme coins rotating to AI. That's probably like what the next one might be, right? So it's like there's like these meta games that you can play, and like I personally just like I prefer to play the game of like where the money is rotating to broadly. Like I just aped AI16Z because I'm like, they're the fucking leader in AI. They're building out frameworks. Every team is like using their ELIZA shit, like, and they're getting like partnering with Stanford foundations and all that. I don't even know, like, it doesn't even matter, bro. Just on its face, right? If you think AI crypto is gonna grow, it's like, oh, like these guys have a docs founder. These guys have like a foundation. These guys are building. Everybody's using them. And if the whole thing grows, the whole pot fucking grows in AI crypto, like AI16Z is a leader. So that's what I fucking got. You know what I mean? Like. But the trades get stale. Like Popcat just taking a beating, dude. Popcat's like at 700 something million. Just brutal because it's like, what's better, Chill Guy or Popcat? I think the cat narrative is sick. I had a bunch of Popcat, but it's like Chill Guy's good too. Moodang is fucking good too. So there's only so much money to go around within crypto. So you gotta fucking stay on top of it.
Well, it's funny, like this kind of like slight cycle out of memes. I don't know what your opinion is on it necessarily, but like I look at like the AI stuff, and it's like you can compare the quality of an AI project with another one. Like you open a website, oh, it's just got a chat bot, or oh, they're building out a framework, something like that, right? And you look at the AI project, and it's easier to kind of evaluate what's good and what's not. Where it's like, yeah, exactly. What's better, Ansem's dog or Ansem's cat? What's better, Moodang or Chill Guy? Like, how am I supposed to?
Well, Moodang is a sentient meme, so obviously Moodang is the best. But like, I'm just saying, like, it is harder to weigh, and I think that's why it's like I'd always prefer to be a trader of these things than a community member, than a believer. Like, I really am like a Moodang fucking believer, like die hard. But like that's why like on my buys at 550, like I'm down on. Right, you don't really want to be a believer. You just want to be like an unbiased observer of what's probably going to happen. I don't like. I'm not even certain that AI and crypto is like I don't even have to convince myself that it's like the sickest thing ever and it's gonna be massive and oh my god, da 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 da. I just need to fucking talk to my roommate Thread Guy and see that he thinks that, and then watch his podcast where he's interviewing fucking people who have funds and they're saying that shit. Right. I don't give a fuck either way, to be honest. But if I see that and I'm like, okay, this sector is underpriced as a whole, just fucking put my money there. And then when like AI16Z, if it goes to 5 billion or whatever, like this shit's ripping like fucking stupid mode, right? If the AI crypto market cap is like approaching OpenAI's market cap, then I'm like, okay, this shit's fucking stupid. I'm selling now. Right, but you gotta like, it takes years to like learn how to play these, bro. And it almost took. That's why I put the round trip in my fucking tweet, because it's like it takes the round trip to understand that.
Yeah. I talked to a VC who's like the round trip. The first round trip is like the most important character building event of your life. You know,
100%.
Because you learn how to deal with it, and then you learn how to like keep the money the next time.
Yeah. It's like when you join crypto, you think that people act like you think that everybody believes this shit. And then a lot of people sell the coins that you love before you do. And then you're looking around and you're like, what the fuck? I thought all these guys that were hyping me up about Wolf Game were really like believed in it. Turns out they didn't believe in it as much as you did. I go into the Wolf Game Discord still, here and there. There's still motherfuckers who are like upset at the team and shit. Right. And I'm just like, bro, I've been printing on Solana. What are you doing? So you don't want to be that guy. You just really
gotta
don't.
have a short memory.
Yeah.
So I want to talk to you about your like content creator side of things a little bit. Like what is the ultimate vision, or what are your goals with that?
That's a really interesting question. I think there's like I love crypto. I will always love crypto. But like if you look at it, one of my biggest like inspirations is Joe Rogan, and he has all these things in his bag. He has the UFC, he has comedy, he has archery, he has the pyramids, psychedelics, right? Like he has this 5, like whatever. He has like dozens of fucking things that he could basically talk about. Right. And so he's had this like career that's like you start in a sitcom, then you do a UFC commentary, then you're a comedian, then you're having a podcast and whatever, and then he just like finds himself in important moments like with COVID, like getting in the news somehow. But it's like there's really like a multi-decade potential for like building your bag. And like I'll always fuck with crypto. I'll always be a crypto person. But like also I'd be stupid if I thought like I could only be a crypto person. Like how am I like gonna like that's not the only thing I'm interested in. So how is that gonna fully fulfill me as a person if that's the only thing I talk about? There's like even like fucking big influencers, like how many came out of the 2K scene? All these live streamers, right? Aiden Ross and Speed. I think Kai Cenat came out of 2K, right? And then they all kind of like become hip hop, or like they get like rappers on stream. And then it's like Kai Cenat has Kevin Hart on, or he has John Cena on. You know, there's
it's like
no
broader cultural relevance.
Yeah, but it'll still tap into like playing games. It'll still tap into like having artists on there. So it's like, why the fuck would I limit myself? Like I fully plan on expanding in terms of like things that I actually have value add on. So on my stream, like I'm really trying to get in 6 hours a day.
Damn.
That's like what people do. And it's actually like kind of chill because I'm sitting at the computer regardless, like looking at CT, tweeting.
Yeah, you can just press.
Looking at charts. Yeah. So if I'm live, it takes a lot more out of you, but it's also a lot more fulfilling. And I think the pitch on this for me and why I believe in it, the way that I'm going about it, because like people, bro, like they're not obsessed with CT the way I am. They're not obsessed the way you are. They're not obsessed. There's like a certain amount of people that will listen to every Alpha Coast Spaces, join every time, like, right? There's people that do that, and there's people that don't. There's people that'll check CT once a day. There's people that'll fucking listen to a Spaces once a week. And it's like for that person, like for them to know, okay, from 9 a.m. Pacific to 3 p.m. Pacific, Rasmr's live. Instead of me trying to figure out what's going on CT, or if I'm looking at CT and Bob Blacks is beefing with Charlotte Fang and I have no idea what the fuck's going on, I could just go on Twitch, see what Rasmr's doing, see his lens on it, see his takes on it, and ask him in chat, what the fuck is the Bob Blacks versus Charlotte beef, and I'll answer you.
So it's almost like a new, like, you know, people thought that like news shows would be a thing in crypto. No one's ever really created like an effective like financial channel, but maybe it's like Rasmr streaming on Twitch.
I mean, not financial advice. Like, I don't even need to just be financial. Like, it's almost like cultural with crypto for me.
Oh,
and like,
hugely.
Yeah, exactly. And then at the end of the streams, like, I'm already getting into this. Like, at the end of the stream, like the other day, FaZe had this stream with Mr. Beast, and I was watching it, and they were doing this thing where like you had to find the FaZe members in LA to like get accepted to the Mr. Beast challenge. Obviously, they're fucking near us, right, in our part of town. So I was like watching it, and I was like, holy fuck, I know where that is. And I fucking ran in my car, left the stream on, and I was like booking it. I didn't find them. I fucked up, but it's like, it's just funny lore for the chat, right? But it's like, I'm interested in social media as well. So I fucking at the end of my stream, like winding down, like I'll turn on the like whatever I want, whatever I like. And if people like it, that's cool. If they don't, like whatever.
So the ambition is way beyond crypto then.
Yeah. It has to be. But basically, like, as far as the bull market goes, I mean, dude, crypto's way beyond crypto. Like, crypto's way beyond crypto. I mean,
it's true.
Crypto is, it's fucking blockchain, right? Like, oh, the fucking blockchain trilemma. Like, what are we, like, nobody's talking about that. It's the blockchain, it's the culture, it's the social aspect, it's the characters, it's the fucking content, whatever, entertainment, it's almost like an identity as well. People identify with their bags. So the crypto is bigger than crypto. So all those same things that I'm interested in apply to other things as well. Like there's a reason why, I mean, Milady, right? Like, fuck. I'm at on the Milady stream that I had when I was with Charlotte Fang and Lucas, like we barely talked about crypto. We're talking about the culture that they're trying to build. We're talking about the brand that they're building, because that's really what it is.
Yeah, and
so,
like Elon's tweeting Milady PFPs.
Exactly. And they're really like doing crazy shits on the like certain side of Twitter or whatever. But that's what it's about to me, for them. So that's what I wanted to focus on. So for me, like when you say, oh, it's beyond crypto, like let's say I only focus on crypto. Does that mean I have to like stick with Bankless? Like, do I have to like interview like Vitalik and shit? Like, am I only interviewing project founders? Like, I don't really feel like that's the sickest way to do it. I don't think fucking anybody in my house necessarily wants to like only do that, right? Like we're all like Thread Guy had Luke Belmar on yesterday. He interviewed Andrew Tate. The Andrew Tate interview wasn't like all crypto talk. You know what I mean? So it's just naturally expansionary. Thread Guy's take is like crypto becomes everything.
Well, it's true. I haven't thought about it before, but crypto is now culture in a new way, right? Like my friend from Kevin from WSH podcast, he had like Hasbullah on. Why? Because Hasbullah has a crypto token, you know. So like it's like crypto is consuming also like culture. Or yeah, you have some good examples. Andrew Tate, Luke Belmar. Yeah, crypto's broadening as a space.
And there's
Donald Trump, right? Like Donald Trump could appear on a crypto podcast. It wouldn't be weird at all.
Well, he did Farouk. So
right, exactly. Yeah.
There's just like too much history on social media and like the internet age of like people in niches not sticking to them. Where it's like I'm personally not afraid. I feel like people like I've seen people kind of saying it as a slight, like these people don't want to stick to crypto, but it's like, dude, anyone who gets big enough can't just stick to crypto. To me, getting out of crypto means succeeding. Mm-hmm. That's how I view it, right? Like if you succeed enough, you could do crypto and other shit because that's how much people fuck with you. Right. That's how I see it.
Interesting. Do you like? How would you label yourself? Are you like a streamer, a video creator, a trader, all the above? Like, what's the answer there?
All of the above. Whatever people want to say. I don't know. I just think like I'm Rasmr, and I think the reason why I'm doing the public figure thing, like it's actually a very narcissistic thing to do, to go on a podcast as a guest. Like I definitely feel like a bit of a narcissist doing this shit. But dude, the biggest upside in the 21st century post 2010 like economy for anybody is to be a public figure, post and shit, and like know how to get views. It's by far the biggest upside. Like everybody's doing it, bro. Like there's a reason Andreessen is going on Joe Rogan. You know? Even though it's narcissistic, it fucking increases your aura, bro. You know, it's important for business. It's like it's this externality of like who you are as a person matters to people. Like I have one of my best friends like works for a really big YouTuber. And he might not get paid as much as if he worked for someone else, but it's like you're going to work for him, you know? So there's like actual like economic advantages to this shit. So that's why that's a big reason why I do it. I also just like really love it and care. I don't know.
Plus, yeah, in a world where like AI is kind of taking away a lot of traditional jobs, automating a lot of stuff, there's only a limited amount of moats left, and one is definitely like this mode of personality and personal brand.
Yeah, I mean the AI are gonna take that too, like Zerebra.
That's true.
Fuck, I don't know. There's something that is so relatable about people though. You can't recreate the biological experience of living for 24 years that I've had, and the truth that comes with that. I don't know. I agree with you.
So I think a lot of people would kind of put you in this like meme coin basket. Like, do you identify with that at all, or could you be broader than that?
Sorry, one sec.
You're good.
Sorry.
I've seen that you are like now you truly a new meme. You think that's gonna be a persuasive? We'll put the meme up on the
screen. I think it's
here.
super fucking bullish, bro.
Bullish Rasmr.
100%. It's the most bullish shit possible.
I understand it now.
It's not just one picture. It's not just one picture. It's like a few. You know, it's a few.
The Rasmr emote pack.
100%. It's like Stephen A. Smith. You know Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah.
Every fucking GIF is like him. Like, that's blasphemous. Like, that's a GIF, you know? Super bullish.
Do you think about that, like, when you kind of engage, I guess to some extent now, like becoming this, like, you know, like, saturating in this, like, meme sphere, you know, like, being constantly a meme?
What do you mean?
Like, are you, like, playing the game?
I think I am Rasmr. I think I am the game. I think there's like a meta level that you have to understand this shit, where it's like everything I do is me doing it. I think it's important that it stays that way. Like I'm not making a song. I'm not having a fucking team behind me produce a song that I didn't fucking write, making a music video that I didn't direct the visuals of, right? Doing a performance on the mic that like I didn't fucking, you know what I mean? Like, not to call it Choose Rich Nick, but like I'm just saying like everything I do is like gonna be me doing it, and I think that's what makes it cool. That's actually how you succeed, in my opinion.
Right.
So,
It's like, yeah, you're so accountable for your own brand that like you are authentic
Exactly.
at the highest level.
And it's more bullish that way. Like what the like people are just gonna fuck with you way more. Like for me, listening to like to me it matters like listening to my favorite music, and I'm listening to Cardi, and it's like I've never heard anyone fucking rap like this ever. So I know for a fact that he wrote it. You know, where it's like that Drake writes his own songs, and I think like as a public figure, like you need your own takes, you need your own performance. It's not about being a fucking like actor, right? It's not about me. It's not about me hiring people to think of ideas to put me in front of a camera and do the oh my god and do the faces, right? Like fuck that. That's super. I don't even want to say what it is, you know. But like it's lame. Like I don't want to be. I'm not fucking Eddie Murphy, you know. I'm trying to be more like an internet like person that people love or like people hate, whatever it is. But like,
do you think if you were to get to that point, you would like limit yourself of like how many people can be behind you, how many like things you're doing? Will you always, will it always be kind of run by Rasmr?
100%. Yeah, 100%. I don't know what the alternative would be. Like I don't think it's cool to do any alternative, honestly.
Right. Like you're not trying to become a person out like an actor, a YouTuber. You're trying to be like a personality.
Sure. I mean, I'm not trying to. I'm just doing.
Right.
You know, like whatever people fucking react is on them. I don't give a fuck. Like at this point, my port's fine. At this point, like I feel like I have the skills to where it's like I can just do this. And like whatever the market reacts is what the market reacts. But I feel like I'm just gonna be paid for being me for the rest of my life. So I don't really like, even though my port's down today, my port's down in a couple of days, but like the reality is, bro, like I'm gonna be fine, like financially, I think. The ability to like make viral shit, or the ability to like be interesting or be like thought provoking or some shit, or be a meme, like it's not something that like necessarily can be bought. Like I think those are like real skills. So I'm literally just gonna fucking keep doing it. If crypto has another bear market, maybe I'll do some other like Twitter niche videos or some shit. Like I'm good, you know what I mean? So that's like actually the coolest option to me, is like just doing whatever the fuck I want.
How do you make money?
Well, maybe when is this podcast coming out?
Probably January 2nd, early January.
Oh, okay. No, I will not have a sponsorship by then. But it's like I need a fucking sponsorship, bro. Realistically, that's what will allow me to reinvest in production and like feeling fucking confident that I can pay my taxes. You know what I mean? Like, so, dude, this year I paid mostly from meme coins.
Right.
Yeah.
You trade from trading.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you like think about every single person that swapped their port from ETH to Solana a year ago when I did, or last November. I just followed Ansem and he had like 100-something thousand followers, right? Like 120. And I just follow Ansem. He's talking about Solana and I'm like, fuck Ethereum, bro. I try Solana and I'm like, oh, this is way fucking better. I try BonkBot and I'm like, holy shit. This is the sickest thing that's fucking ever happened. Like since NFT, this is way sicker. I've never seen anything like this. Swapped my entire port to fucking Solana, $10,000 around, right? And that was worth like 160K right at the top. It went all the way down to like 10,000. Brutal. But dude, and then fucking trading meme coins like early in the fucking meme coins, everybody printed. And there were these like really trenched Telegram groups with like this guy Johnny, and he has this paid group, and the paid groups are fucking printing, bro. 5 SOL entry, and it's like you're making like 40, 50, 100 SOL a day. Like just fucking printing. But SOL was under 100, right? But it was still fucking nuts the way that you could just print. And there's people like to this day that I know, like Rachel and Dilly, and they all like were in the trenches. I feel like everybody fucking printed. I don't know what their port's looking like, but like if you were just early, like you fucking printed. So that's how it's going to be. Like you need to be early on where the money's rotating, I think.
So with that meme coin super cycle, is it over?
No. I think Murad's, people give Murad a lot of flack. Like my guy Kook's the boy. But I have to be able to disagree with him at some point. After this, like I can't just fucking meat right every take he has.
Mm-hmm.
I'll meet Murad a bunch though. But it's like, yeah, he's going after Murad, and it's like, did Murad pick the perfect 10 coins? Like, no. But his presentation is sick. I think a lot of the coins he picked are doing a lot better than when he first showed them.
Dude, so, SPX 6900 is still at like 25x from where he started chilling.
And that was like 2018 LeBron levels of carry. The way that he fucking took that shit. I mean, it was crazy. But yeah, PopCat, brutal. But dude, Mog, SPX, even Giga up a lot. So he had like the best presentation of the whole thesis. And his argument was like, there's going to be 3 big legs. So I think we might be like first leg obviously happened. Maybe second leg happened end of this year.
I think so.
I think a few weeks ago it was getting a little crazy.
Right.
It was getting a little crazy.
I agree.
When I'm looking up on Google, when I'm Googling how much Lebanon costs, it's we might be close to a top. We might be close to a top, you know? So I think third leg, hopefully we still have 2 more legs, but yeah, third leg coming in soon, hopefully.
Right. And the one thing I kind of disagree with Murad on is this idea of like conviction. And you mentioned it earlier in the pod, like I think you always have to be adaptable. I think you can't be like stuck a bag holder. Obviously conviction's a good thing. And you have to hold theses like out as they progress. But, you know, like Murad, I don't know if he was trading it, but like Murad probably missed the whole AI narrative, right?
Oh, 100%.
Which minted many millionaires.
100% because the thesis behind it was a new one. It wasn't what he thought, right? So in that sense, yeah, 100%. AI is so weird, like because it's taking so much liquidity from meme coins, but they're really not meme coins. Ansem has this fire tweet how they're just startups with like organic attention bootstrapping mechanisms, right? So it's like a startup. The way they get attention for people to use their AI or for people to know about it or people to invest is if their coin's pumping. Right. You look at like Bully, you look at Zerebro. Can Zerebro's team? They have a team, bro. They have a team as a startup. What can Zerebro raise at now that they have a coin that's at $300 million? They can raise it a way higher valuation than if they were just some dudes building AI. So it's the incentive for AI people to get into crypto is massive. The fucking talent that transfers over is going to be massive. Unfortunately, it seems like a lot of the liquidity is still coming from meme coins. It's coming from animal coins. I feel like early Q1, I feel like we're going to see the money coming in from actual AI investors, from actual VCs. I'd like to hope. I'm praying on it.
Do you consider yourself left curve, mid curve, right curve?
Oh, man. Fuck. I don't know. Maybe left?
Left. Okay.
Yeah. I hope. I hope. I feel like it's a little bit it's a little lame to say you're right curve. It's a little fucking lame, I'm not going to lie. But I don't think I'm mid curve. And I think even though you were the midwit guy, I actually don't think it's fair to say a lot of people in crypto are like you might have some mid curve takes in crypto. Maybe. I might have seen a few. But I don't know. I'm just saying like people would call you mid curve, but like, dude, nobody's mid curve that's working in crypto, fucking grinding in this shit. Nobody's actually mid curve. If you were mid curve, right, you'd be working in a more mid curved industry.
Right.
So I don't actually think you're mid curve. So I'll You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. The Rasmr redemption arc for Jack. I want to wrap up, but what are your like ultimate goals? Like what 15 years from now you're like, all right, I made it.
I kind of already feel like I achieved my ultimate goal, bro. I'm not going to lie. Like when I first started, so I was in New York when I was doing the interview for like Ansem and shit, and I went to this like meetup with Wizard of Soho to get an interview with them. I didn't even post my Ansem one yet. It was that weekend. I hadn't even posted anything. And I'm like, this fucking dude, nobody knows who the fuck he is. People are crowding around me, and I'm like, so what do you think about market makers? And I'm like asking Wizard of Soho. Nobody knows who the fuck I am. Kook's there. Fucking Mason. I was talking to Mason from Abstract. He and I was telling him, I was like, I don't care if I'm homeless. Like, I don't care if I live on the street. Like, I just want 20,000 followers on Twitter. I was like, that's my life goal. I swear to God, I told him that. Fucking crazy. And it took a while to get to 20.
Right.
Once you get to 20, it's like, it's just faster to get to 30, 40, right? and then you get botted to 60, and it's like, oh, lit. But no, it's like I feel like I already did what I wanted. Honestly, I don't feel like I'm gonna be poor for the rest of my life. I'd like to think, unless like, God forbid. Sign of the cross. Yeah, I grew up Catholic, chat. I grew up Catholic. Yeah, no. God forbid anything happens to me. Like, that's what I'm more so worried about. But like, I'm pretty confident I'm not gonna be poor for the rest of my life. I don't know.
So now you're
So I
just
feel like
like
I made
playing
it.
with house money.
I feel like I made it. Yeah.
Excellent.
And I always wanted to be able to have a Twitter following to where if I tweeted a banger, it could go. That's all I wanted. Because, dude, you could look at my account. Joined November 2011. That says that on my account. It's fucking aura.
Yeah.
And I was 11 years old.
That's crazy.
Like, I made a Twitter account. I don't even know why I made it. But like, I've been around on that shit forever. I really love Twitter. I always loved it. So like, Elon buying that shit was so fucking sick to me. Like, saved the platform so much better now, in my opinion. And I think it's the best platform. I think the videos on Twitter is so slept on. Like, even this guy Sneeko. Do you know who Sneeko is? Yeah, I've been on his stream, like, on the 1 Minute podcast.
Oh, no way.
It's on my Twitter. Yeah, you can look up Sneeko and you'll see it. But he like fucking used to make the sickest YouTube videos. Like, really like high aura, like speaking to like really like young guys, young like passionate guys. Like, those are the type of guys that followed him, right? It was like super inspirational shit. And he fucking made like the sickest videos. Then he went into like live streaming and like red pill shit. What's your body count? That shit was like kind of fucking lame. I'm not gonna lie. Not to he might see this in 5 years or some shit, or maybe 2. I don't know. But not to diss Sneeko, but he's back on Twitter posting the vlogs, and they're fucking sick, and they're all printing views. Right. So it's like Sneeko's banned on YouTube, but like, bro, who gives a fuck about YouTube anymore? Really? Like, I have a friend who's been grinding YouTube, and he's like, bro, like, it's hard to get views on YouTube because if I think about it, everything I watch on YouTube is just people talking. If it's not Mr. Beast, the only thing I'm watching on YouTube is like this podcast, right? Joe Rogan podcast, All In podcast, fucking this podcast clip. That's the only shit I watch on YouTube. So if you're not that, then what the fuck are you like? That's what it's kind of become. So it's like, in a way, if you want to create creatively, you can just post videos on X, and then you can color in the lines with your tweets. Like, that's how you build even more personality, more following. People fuck with what you're saying. It's fucking amazing. It's the best.
Right. It's like YouTube with an additional functionality of like your kind of like constant like brain. You know?
It feels like it. And the algorithm's getting crazy. Like, when you first clicked a short form video on Twitter and it does the autoplay, auto scroll, it used to be terrible. Like, the shit that it used to show me was so lame. But then now sometimes I'm watching and it does the auto scroll and it's like, the next video is a banger. And like, doing it again, the next video is a banger. It's like, it's even better. It's becoming better than TikTok. So I'm all in on X right now. I think X is the shit. I think the upside for being an X creator is like fucking insane. 60K followers I have. And it's like the amount of fucking kids that like are trying to help me out and whatever, like banks interns trying to clip for me. It's like, bro, I have 60,000 followers. If you have 60,000 followers on Instagram, it's like kind of embarrassing. It's like, either have 500K or fucking or 10K or have a normal account. But it's like, it's almost like, like, I don't know, bro. Not even to diss Instagram people, but like, fuck, bro. What are you doing in life with 60K followers? You're probably broke. Like, you're dead ass probably broke. Not to say I'm not broke, because I don't even have fucking income. But 60,000 followers on Twitter, it's like I could DM big fucking businessmen and they might reply. I could tag Kobe in a tweet and crash out on his ass and he's replying to me and I'm like, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. So the upside of Twitter and like the networking and people you could like engage with is like so much better.
Excellent. We'll wrap right there. Rasmr, where can people find you?
Don't worry about it. No, I actually just made a YouTube Rasmr. Just my name, Rasmr, is taken on a lot of platforms. So I'm doing Rasmr with an R at the end. So Rasmr, like Rasmr. And I'll be on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Obviously, I'm on X. Not the drug. I'm on the platform called X. And basically, yeah, follow me if you want. I'm getting back into short form because I think I can I can still post videos if I invest in it and I believe in it. So I'm gonna try to post more videos in crypto to like with the intent to get likes, like with the intent to get views. Now I'm gonna get back into it. So definitely want to tap in.
Phenomenal. Well, tap in. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for fucking having me, bro.
Excellent.
See ya.